Hi again, this is Bev Clarkovision, and here is 10 of my favourite album cover artworks that, I'm going to start again, okay, 10 of my favourite album covers because of the artwork out of my collection that isn't Iron Maiden. I find this very difficult to whittle down to 10 because I've got loads. I'm in the fortunate position, like many of us who love rock and metal, that we are blessed with some of the most amazing artwork for album covers in the music business, you know, so I'm sure you all know that. I've got loads. I tried to pick out the ones that I like to just look at the detail the most, but it was so hard because, as I say, I've got many. There's even been a few just come out this year. Ghosts, New Impera, amazing. The details unbelievable. ADX, Bestial, which I showed you earlier in my last video, and the Visions of Atlantis as well as another good one. And that's just 3 new releases, but I'm not counting them in this video. But I've got 10 vinyl records, and I've grabbed 3 CDs out for honourable mentions because I've got loads of CDs as well, but unfortunately with them being smaller in size, you know, this is where you want the 12-inch size, record size, simply to maximise the beauty of the artwork. But you know, it doesn't take anything away from the CD art. You can still see it, but obviously it's more appreciated in the slightly bigger scale. So so I'll just go with the 3 CDs that are honourable mentions, shall we say, at the moment. And just a mention, I think this thread started off via Cloudy Milder's channel. I'll leave a link to his video below, where he shows 10 of his favourite, or his top 10. This is not a top 10 and it's not an order because, as I say, I couldn't whittle out an actual top 10. I find it very hard when there's so much beauty to behold. So this is just 10 of my top picks, but anyway, let's just get on with it. And obviously Cloudy's video link will be below. I think this is going to be followed up by a thread for 10 crappy covers, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, so let's get on with it. Now, this is in the natural light coming in for the window, so I'm just hoping it'll let you see the colours in as best as possible without too much glare. So this is Brainstorm and Midnight Ghost from 2018. A really creepy looking, oh, there's the hype sticker thing falling out, a creepy looking cover. The DVD's in here as well. There's the cover art without the DVD. Now you've got creepy hands, that's like a snake kind of thing. There's tentacles and legs coming out of a drawer, that's like a giant spider. There's skeletons, there's a snake, and here's this poor frightened little kid. You've got wolves and God knows what this, gargoyles or some kind of creature, clown freaks, shattering shards of glass. You'll notice the clock shows midnight. There's an eye and a glass of water there on the nightstand. Really quite a creepy affair for that one. Next honourable mention, this is one of the what's his name? You know the guy's name. Why does his name keep escaping me? He does loads of the Magnum stuff. You know his name. It's going to annoy me if I don't get his name. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'll have to get it or it'll drive me insane. I know it, I just can't think of it. Yeah, I saw it there. Rodney Matthews. Rodney Matthews. Right, so here is Magnum, Sacred Blood, Divine Lies. There's the full picture. Obviously this is the front cover. I just love that. The detail, the fantasy, the wee lassie and her dog. It's like Dora the Explorer or something, and this amazing, strange world that she's just stumbled across. Magic stuff. So that's Sacred Lies. Sacred Blood. Divine Lies. And as another Rodney Matthews and another Magnum, Lost on the Road to Eternity. Honestly, the detail again, because of the actual figures, I would love to have had this one on vinyl, but it's a slight fortune. This is the Japanese issue. Again, that's your full image. That must be the Road to Eternity. Maybe. But look at the detail. Look at all the characters, you know. It's just stunning stuff. And the colours as well. So that's the 3 CD honourables. But as I say, no particular order. My 10 of my favourite artwork covers. So Bonfire, Temple of Lies, one of my favourite albums ever. This kind of is almost like an advert for today's world leaders or something like that, you know, corruption and all that stuff. 3 skeleton figures shaking hands with some skeletons and skulls burning in the background, cash on the floor and lumps, standing in the Temple of Lies. So that is fantastic. So that's one. Another amazing one. The camera here that I'm showing this to you probably won't even do this justice. This was Demons and Wizards 3. First of all, the fact that it's just kind of the use of blue on black, you know, keeping the colour into like a two-tone kind of thing. But the detail on this and the clarity, as the cover is, it's matted, but it feels almost material-like, velvet-like. It's an interesting finish that this album cover has. Yeah, but just, if you know, you can read the wording on the building that's inscribed here, and all the details on the pillars and the arches, and beautiful, beautiful cover. Even the back's kind of interesting, but creepy like. But so Demons and Wizards 3. Next up, Serenity and The Lost Night. Just think this is a really smashing cover as well. The kind of warrior on his horse, trying to slay this dragon. See, he's got his spear in the dragon's mouth there. And the dragon kind of like got its tongue wrapped around the spear thing, whatever it is. But yeah, just again the colours and the bits of detail. Fascinating stuff. Another one which I love, which is why I was glad when this was reissued on vinyl, is Ordin Organ. Excuse me. To the End, this album. Just another interesting, this creature, this guy here. And it's actually one of these open up for the full effect, you know, you've got a lot of detail as well in the image. Again, it's the colours as well, kind of the way they use colour, I think, in a lot of things. It's got a lot to do with what appeals to people. Another favourite, Battle Roar and Blood of Legends. Yeah, this is, I initially thought this was an underwater scene. I thought this was like a sunken underwater land, but I don't think it is actually. It just kind of looked that way when I first saw it, which was a picture online. But, you know, there's this guy sitting here playing a harp. It's sitting on top of mounds of gold, obviously. Some other dude over here. And again, it's full effect. It's just, you know, it's just like heaps and heaps of gold and treasure. Another sword over here. Really interesting stuff. So that's another favourite. Another favourite, I just love this for the sake of the cows and the fact that it's Switzerland kind of countryside. I've been to Switzerland, it's a beautiful place, and I just love my cows. So here's a couple of Swiss cows, complete with cowbells. Just think this is a lovely cover. On the back you've got the Swiss cheese. But yeah, I just think that's lovely. And another one. Now this is not my favourite Stratovarius album, Eternal, but it is one of my favourite Stratovarius covers, again because of the sheer detail. You've got a waterline here, so what's down here is underwater, and this is above, and it's some kind of arched, domed place. It's almost like something out of, if you've ever played the Uncharted games or the Tomb Raider games on the PlayStation or whatever, it's kind of like some place you'd stumble across in there, but the detail again is insane. All these figures carved out of the stonework is just unbelievable. So I could look at this for ages and ages. So Stratovarius Eternal. How many to go? We have 3 to go. This one again, Antos. I really fell in love with the cover when I saw this as well. Partly what drew me to buy the album, which is also great. Far-Flung Realm. Again, this is the style of the artwork, as well as the fact that it's quite a detailed image. You know, all this kind of wild forestry floors, woodland kind of thing, fantasy. Guy on his horse here again, and you've got like a Viking boat, the kind of dragon frontage to it, and you know, all this kind of mystical looking stuff again, waves, etc. A bit of everything in here. So that is Antos. Another piece of excellence, again with loads of detail, is Temperance's album Viridian. This is the previous release to the current. I don't know when this was, 2020. This one is quite recent. The new album's just out early this year again. Another good artwork cover as well. But this one, very fascinating and futuristic. Again, the colours are interesting. This kind of futuristic being, and these interesting objects. Again, the detail on what it's like a futuristic world. There's so much detail. Very, I don't know if you'd call it industrial-like or not. I'm not really sure, but yeah. The back cover is kind of another scene, if you like. Yeah, but fascinating stuff. Interesting indeed. And last, but by no means least, let me tell you, I had to include this one. Moonglow, just wonderful. Again, fantasy, mysterious, you know, magical, all these kind of things. There's a lot to pick out from here. You know, you've got this, you've got this kind of face here which arcs its way round and into some kind of woodland. There's a horse and carriage up here, lanterns hanging, more lanterns, you know, there's obviously the moon, just lots of things in this character here. Really, and the colours, again, I love the colours, so yeah, just very cool. So that's 10 of my favourite covers, and thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you all in another video. Bye just now.